So you clicked on this video because you want to get jacked as hell. Well, I got to this physique at only 17 years old. So this video is exactly where I give you the sauce and you get to enjoy the results. Only if you actually implement it. So let's start off with number 1. Stop listening to fitness gurus promoting new styles of training. Now, what I mean by that is, bro, stick to what works. Stick to the basics. All of the things that they promote is just some new invention that should make you more jacked. But actually, it makes the whole situation worse for you because you're not gaining any muscle. You're most probably just gaining fat if you're not doing anything productive during your workouts, which means that you are actually backtracking on your gym journey instead of making progress. I really do hate people that try to overcomplicate fitness. All fitness is train intensively and go and rest and recover so you can grow. That is it. You don't need to do overcomplicated exercises for each and every one of your muscle groups and then go to your home and drink 500 different protein shakes. This is not what fitness is about. Fitness is about simplicity and intensity of how much effort you're actually putting into this. Also, for any of you like science-based guys, I get that you're trying to be optimal. I like the word optimal because optimal means essentially like optimal for results, optimal for growth. So you get the biggest bang for your buck. I get that. But let me tell you, sometimes you would actually make much more progress from trying your best. Not even trying to be as optimal as possible, but just trying your best. You would then make much more progress than trying to be as optimal and scientific and I don't even know what as possible, okay? You get me. Number 2 is eat more than you think you can. Now, this applies to most of my audience. I'm not speaking to all of the chubby guys. I'm mostly speaking to like those skinny teens, right? Now, my biggest tip is to actually count your calories. But apart from that, you can learn all of that inside of my free masterclass. It's the first link inside of the description. But let me tell you, bro, apart from all of the knowledge that I can give you inside of the masterclass, most important single thing is to just count your fucking calories. I can give you many tips regarding that, but it's not for today's topic. I just want to give you straightforward advice so you then can, join the masterclass or do whatever you wish with the knowledge. Best possible outcome is that you gain weight if you are a skinny teen, and to do that you have to eat more, and to do that you have to most likely count your calories to actually know, to get to know how much you're actually eating, right? Because this is extremely important. You have to count your calories. Again, let me say this again. You have to count your calories, man. Noted? Okay, so let's move on to point number 3, bro. Train less. Yes, you heard what I just said. Most people think that you have to train 5, 6, 7 days a week to see any progress. Now, they cannot be further from the truth. Let me tell you something. For the past few months, I've been, maybe even like 6-ish months, I've been training on the Mike Mentzer workout routine. If you want to see that, then you can also access it by joining my free masterclass. Let me tell you, bro, I only train once or maybe twice a week, and I've seen progress like never before, bro. Look at my fucking bicep. I've seen progress like never before, and I've been training for 4.5 years, bro. Something has to be in this workout program that makes you actually grow, rather than those push-pull legs, upper lower weird ass splits where you work out 7 days a week. These mostly don't make sense. Maybe they do if you are a beginner and you want to learn how to, train, because this actually makes sense. If you want to learn how to train properly, the more you train, the faster you will learn how to train properly. But if you only want to focus on muscle gain, then train less. Train intensively, but train less. Just like Mike Mentzer used to say, the more intensively you train, the less time you can spend on training, okay? So this is really important also. Train less. Pick a workout program that is suitable for you and train not more than about 4 or 3 times a week maximum. But make sure to train intensively, really close to failure or till failure, or even past muscular failure. This is extremely important, okay? So also note it down, and moving to the point number 4. This one ties to the last one, and it's to pick one workout program and do it for 6 months straight at least. Now, it's mostly because all of you guys that try to become this, new Arnold Schwarzenegger, all of you that do these workout programs, you like to switch between all of these workout programs and then you wonder why you make no progress. Bro, this is extremely important to note. You have to pick one boat and row as hard as possible, which means that you have to pick one workout program and train on it for as long you can and as hard and intense as you can, so that you actually squeeze the lemon with, you know, all of the juice that it is inside. You just squeeze it all out, and because of that, then you make the most progress, because all of this like potential is squeezed out of this one workout program. Okay, now when you do it for 1 or 2 months, you can see some progress, but it doesn't even mean anything if you are not willing to continue on doing the same thing. Because let me tell you, one big downside of trying to switch between workout programs is that you don't really make any progress, because on one workout program you do 12 reps of bench press on that day and you do it with 60 kilograms. For the next day you would increase it, but let me tell you something, if you switch between and you would do that like over and over again, so your bench press would get like, you know, stronger with every other lift that you are trying to progressively overload, because this is what it is all about. Now when you switch between all of those different workout programs, you kind of start to forget about progressive overload, because at first you have to get used to the new style of training, the new way, the new exercises, the new way to perform them. This isn't fucking important. What is important is progressive overload. So you have to progressively overload the weight doing the same exact exercises, just progressively overload the weight. This is the only thing which matters in training. You have to train intensively, and each time you do train, just put a bit more on the bar, just put a bit more weight on the bar, so that you know and you can track your progress, and so that you just know that you are getting stronger each and every week. Okay, moving to the point number 5. Choose and do the 20% which gives you the 80% to make progress 10x faster, with adding no wasting time and no extra headache. Now you can generalize this to those 2 main points. You can do the 20% of exercises that give you 80% of the results, and you can eat and you can eat the 20% of food that gives you the 80% of your results. This is also known as the Pareto's principle. If you don't know what that is, then just look it up. I'm not going to waste my time on explaining it right now. But essentially 20% of the things give you 80% of the results, and sometimes 80% of all of the things you do give you the tiny 20% of the results. So it's much better to do the 20 to 80 rather than the 80 to 20. Okay, so let's go. I just said that I'm not going to waste my time explaining, and I just explained it. Okay, whatever. Let's just move on. For the exercises, my 20% is just about 4 or 5 exercises, and these are dips, pull-ups. These like to be like weighted. I usually put a belt around my waist and, you know, do the exercises with it. I also do incline dumbbell bench press and squats. So as you can see, this is only 4 exercises, only 4, and I get to make the most progress because of only those 4 exercises, because these are the staple. These are the most important. These are the 20% of my 80% of the results that I gain from them, right? And also you can apply this to food. Now, what is my food that gives me the 80%? By doing the 20% by eating the 20% of foods that I like. These are pierogi, which actually today I'm going to have for dinner, which are like essentially a Polish dish, which is packed with protein. If you have meat inside, it's like kind of a dumpling. I'm not even sure how to like call it. Also, I eat a ton of beef because it has a shit ton of protein. Protein pancakes are also something that I favor because they also have a bunch of protein, and they can get really tasty if you know how to prepare them. In about only 2 weeks from now, I will actually release like recipes inside of the master classes. So if you want, join right now. Again, first link in the description. I'm really hyped to get to gather more people inside, since I'm actually providing real value, and most people actually really thank me for that, so that I am not like scamming kids or anything like that. So again, back to the topic. I also eat a lot of protein shakes, actually like drink a lot of protein shakes with cottage cheese, honey, protein powder, even eggs, sometimes raw eggs. I do that. I also eat a ton of eggs, like I said, and butter. Butter is also a staple for bulking and eating high caloric foods, which then translate to, you know, weight and strength gains inside of the gym. So essentially this is my 20% of the stuff that I do, which gives me the 80% of the results that I gain, of the fucking muscles that I fucking gain, man. Now I know that this should be 5 points, but actually let me give you the 6th one, and it's to just do what feels right. Listen to your body, not to your emotions, not to your friend that is taking steroids and can recover from his training day like like 3 hours after he comes back to home after gym. Don't listen to any of those people. Don't listen to your emotions. Don't listen to your insecurities even. You are enough. This is one thing that I wanted to tell you. But the second thing that I wanted to tell you, bro, listen to your body. If you don't feel well rested, like after a workout, even 4 days after the workout, then maybe rest even a little bit more so that you can actually recover, because a much better training day would be not when you would go to the gym, not really even want to work out and feel sore all the way throughout. Best case scenario is you go to the gym, then you rest a lot so that for the next session you are actually like pumped to do the workout. You are actually like, holy shit, I need to crush the weights today. I feel so well rested. I feel so good. I'm going to hit 20 PRs today. This is the mindset that you have to have if you want to make progress at the gym. I'm speaking from experience here. So bro, that is the entire video. I tried to keep it really short. Again, join the free masterclass, first link in the description. Also check out my Instagram, give me a follow there, and remember to stay abnormal, man. I hope that you have a nice day, bro.